riding through my old hood, but I'm in my new whip. Same old attitude, but I'm on that new shit. They say they gon' ride me, see me never do shit, cause they know that's the reason they gon' end up on the news clip. Audemars on my wrist, bust down. We popping bottles like I scored a winning touchdown. Remember me dead broke, look at me up now. I run my city from South Philly back to Uptown. Thank God all these bottles I pop, all this paper I've been getting, all these models I pop. I done sold 100,000 for my...
Alright, y'all. We had to hit y'all with a little post-game recap. It was a fiasco out there. Game 1. Dallas. Ass whooping of a lifetime. but it's cool though. It's cool though. It's just game 1. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start off with the big Celtics fan over here real quick.
You can start off with him.
Alright, we'll start off with Malachi then.
Yeah, it was a barn burner. I think that the Celtics, they definitely paid attention to everything that was being said about them. One thing I will say is that, like, of course, you know, in the build-up to the series, of course, you know, like, we say a lot of crazy stuff about the opposition and all of that. But based off what I saw in this game, the Dallas Mavericks, they couldn't make any three-point shots. They also did not guard the three at all, which is something that my brother was telling us, that they have very poor three-point defense, and that was very, very prominent in this game. Jason Tatum, he did a good job of distributing and allowing everybody to get going. He did have a lot of turnovers, but I think he played an all-around good game. And I think that that's kind of leading to, like, what I've been thinking about post-game is that, like, I've been hearing pretty much all week this whole story about Jason Tatum. He doesn't need to try to win Finals MVP. He just needs to, like, focus on doing what he needs to do to win the game. And I was, like, thinking to myself, well, I mean, if he's the best player on the team and face the league, like, shouldn't he want to step up in a prominent role and be a scorer? But honestly, you do play to win the game. And so what I was thinking of when I went to go pick up the SD card is that, now hear me out on this comp, because the Boston Celtics, they have not accomplished anything. They just won game 1. What y'all think about this comp? Boston Celtics are the New York Yankees of basketball, correct? Like, is that a comparable franchise?
I don't know. Because, I mean, with the Yankees, they've always, like, got pretty far, but they always lose to the Astros. I don't think
I'm talking about for just a franchise.
Oh, just a franchise in general?
Yeah. Not right now. So, the franchise in general.
You can make that. You can make that comparison.
So, those two franchises. Jason Tatum, he has the potential to be like Derek Jeter in terms of his role on the Celtics. Derek Jeter was never known as the most talented guy in the league, but he was definitely the face of the Yankees, the captain of the Yankees, and he was talented. You know, he was a great player. Was he the best player in the league ever? No. Is Jason Tatum, even if he wins this series, is he the best player in the NBA? I don't think so. But he can be the face of the league because he is marketable like Jeter. Does he have a charisma like an Anthony Edwards? No, but I don't think at this stage we don't really need that. If the Boston Celtics continue to win, like Caleb said before we started filming, they can continue to win and he can be the face of the league. He's already in a lot of commercials and all of that. He has a clean-cut image. And then I kind of look at Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is not as marketable, but he is the better athlete. But Jason Tatum is the better all-around player. So that's kind of my viewpoint in this series. I think I want to stop bashing Tatum as much as I was because, like, I do really like him personally. He is very, very humble, even post-game. She said, like, what was the best thing that he did? And he was like, we won the game. And that's, like, his main focus. I would like to see that turning out into the future in the regular season, him being a little bit more efficient as a player. But I think that this is like a good step in the direction of him finding his role on the team. So that's what I got for this game. It is only game 1. The Boston Celtics are the better collective as a team. The Mavericks, all they played was iso ball. Like, they didn't even have 10 assists in this game, which is crazy. Not a good way to go. Kyrie Irving is going to have to step up. He was atrocious.
Piss poor.
And Luka Doncic, he had a lot of points, but he only had one assist.
Yep.
Only had 1 assist, and also he didn't really shoot as efficiently as he's known to shoot. So they're gonna have to be a little bit better. It seemed like that was the game plan. The game plan was just to make Luka Doncic score and not get those guys involved. Lively, he didn't have any impact, and Gafford, I forgot that he even played because he had little to no impact as well. So, just game one, but those are my key takeaways.
So I'm going to read off those stats. Starting off with the Celtics. We got Jaylen Brown, 22 points, 3 blocks, 3 steals, and 6 rebounds. Jason Tatum, 16 points, 11 rebounds, 9 assists, and 6 turnovers. Al Horford, 10 points, 7 rebounds. Derek White, 15 points, 5 assists. Drew Holiday, 12 points, 5 assists, 8 rebounds. And Kristaps Porzingis, him, 20 points, 6 rebounds.
2017 KD.
And then on the Dallas Mavericks side, we got Derrick Jones Jr., 5.6 rebounds. PJ Washington, 14 points, 8 rebounds. Daniel Gafford, 8 points, 3 rebounds. Kyrie Irving, 12 points, 3 turnovers, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. On 0-5 from 3, 6-19 from the field. Luka Doncic, 30 points, 4 turnovers, 10 rebounds, 1 assist. On 4-12 from 3, 12-26 from the field. Derek Lively, 2 points. Jaden Hardy, 13 points.
And I'm not gonna lie, Jaden Hardy.
But that was kind of like crunch time.
They were in garbage time for sure.
Yeah, man. After watching this game,
I got a question for you. Are you more confident or less confident in your pick? Though it is game one.
I'm gonna wait till Dallas gets back home and see how Boston plays when Dallas gets back home.
That's fair.
Cause I think that home game that'll show it all. More than just like Boston being at home. I mean, it's Boston at home.
True.
This game, that Dallas defense wasn't it. Like they gave too many open looks to Boston, and they already shoot like 39% from 3 as a team. Like this year, from 3. Jason Kidd, bro, you could have written something up better than that as a defensive scheme. I know Dallas isn't like a defensive team, but bro, you gotta come up with something better than that.
I kind of cut you off on that one, but after they made those trades, they did become a defensive team.
Yeah, I agree with that, but
their paint defense is actually pretty solid. It was just the threes. They weren't guarding the 3 at all.
Yeah.
Over helping on coverage is like just not guarding the 3 at all.
And I mean, Boston, they were just taking advantage of it. Tatum, he was definitely just taking what the defense was giving him. I mean, he saw somebody open, he was just kicking it out. He wasn't like forcing a lot of shots. Jaylen Brown, man, I wouldn't be surprised if Bro get a shoe deal. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Bro get a shoe deal.
Nah, you don't have him?
Huh?
I thought
So
he with
you really didn't have a shoe deal?
I thought he's with what's his name? Not Anta. He's with some brand.
Nah.
Yeah, he does.
Nah.
Because
I remember he took the
the
stands when
Kobe's.
when Kyrie left Nike.
He did do that. Because never mind. Did he also like do that with the shoes? Like took off.
I thought he did. Yeah.
I think he did.
I saw he made a whole Instagram post about it. So
Yeah.
That nigga don't want no shoe deal.
Hey, that's cool, man.
I respect that.
Kristaps Porzingis, man. Hey, the unicorn, Tingus Pingus, man.
What did they do? Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is Tingus Pingus? I never heard of fucking Latvia. You drafted this fucking kid, you stupid motherfucker.
That boy went stupid. I mean, yeah, Boston, I mean, they're just like a well-rounded team. They got all the pieces, so Dallas is definitely going to have to come up with something for that. Because, I mean, they're sort of, I mean, are they really eliminating Tatum? I guess that just eliminated his scoring,
Really
but I mean, that really doesn't matter.
He didn't have to do anything.
They got to limit those threes, though, for sure.
I don't think Tatum shot the ball well at all, but he didn't have to do anything. He
really didn't have to. I think for Dallas, they're going to have to eliminate a lot of those threes. They're also going to have to give off way more assists than they did. Actually, how many? Let's see. Because that assist to turnover ratio was like pretty horrible.
yeah, about
9 assists
and like 10
to
turnovers.
Yeah, 9 assists to 11 turnovers. Like, it's going to be way better than that.
When was the last time a team was single digit in
compared to
assists.
Boston's 23 assists, 16 turnovers. Boston shot 38% from three as a team.
Yeah, you're not. Dallas Mavericks, if the Celtics shoot high from three, you're not winning. That's their style. That's how they want to play. You're not winning.
Yeah, all I gotta say is it's gotta be a bounce back game for Dallas. I mean, Kyrie Irving, you're gonna have to step up. You're gonna have to show us that 2016 Kyrie Irving.
Because he did some things that weren't characteristic of his play.
Yeah, and he was missing a lot of his shots, and a lot of his shots were open looks too, but he was missing a lot of them. But that's all I gotta say. Caleb.
Well, I got a lot to get off my chest after that game. Honestly, that game kind of went how I said my predictions were, and when the Mavs beat Minnesota and Boston wrapped up this series, it kind of went how I thought it was gonna go. I think I had, what was my original prediction? Celtics in 5.
Celtics in 5.
Celtics in 5. So I think I had the Celtics taking both games at home. So, I really wasn't surprised by this game. I think the big factor was definitely Porzingis, because the game before he got in, because they were starting Al Horford. Before he got in, it was like 15-14. Then I remember he got in, the whole first quarter changed, and they started going on a run. So he definitely changed the momentum of this game. Couple things with the Dallas Mavericks. I feel like they just couldn't get a rhythm tonight. Everything looked kind of not in synergy, or like not in sync.
I think that Porzingis run kind of messed up the flow of the game. It really did change the game.
Yeah, I would say that because he was making a lot of crazy stuff, but that's always been my great with Kristaps Porzingis. Like, I know he doesn't want to get down low and bang with folks, but dude, all you got to do is get the ball like 10, 12 feet and just shoot over guys. You're 7-3. Nobody's
I think that was demoralizing. So, when he's in the mid-range and your hand in his face, hands all the way up, and he's just shooting over you, nothing but net, it's like you can't really.
Yeah, it's not really doing that much you can do with that.
Yeah, it's not. So, I was a bit taken aback when I saw the matchups and I saw JB on Luka. JB did a pretty good job on Luka, I would say, in this game. It was pretty good. It wasn't standing out or anything. But I feel like he did a good job. And then when Luka did start cooking up in the third, fourth, they started putting. What was I talking about?
I'm talking about the matchups with the.
The matchups, yeah. So I thought the matchups were good. I was a bit confused. I'm not necessarily confused because the Mavericks, they play mismatch. Well, they like to get the big guard and Luka. I just thought Al Horford just a better on ball defender when it comes to perimeter defense than Rudy Gobert. And I'm not trying to throw no jab at Rudy Gobert, but I feel like he can just slide his feet a bit more. I still when I think about Rudy Gobert's defense on Luka, I just think about that game winner. And he was going sideways, wasn't even sliding his feet, and just was getting baked. So I think
he looked like a buffoon on the court.
Yeah, I don't know I know Luka's. I know the game plan is going to be, hey, we still want to get Al Horford on Luka, but I guess it's something that you want to, as like the Boston Celtics, like you'll deal with that because he's still a good defender. Luka Doncic's going to make the shots because he's an excellent player. He's a superstar. He's a top 5 player in the league, so he's going to make shots like that on any type of defender. If he has it going. So, that was a real component of the game that I was a bit taken aback of. Kyrie Irving didn't have a good shooting night. A lot of his shots, I was a bit taken aback that he missed. So he had a couple shots where he had the ball in the wing. It was like a high pick and roll. Porzingis was the big guard and they was in drop coverage. And Kyrie, that's an easy pull up three and he was missing it. So I was a bit taken aback. What was he, like 6 of 19, 0 5 from 3?
Yeah. I think also the problem with the Dallas Mavericks is that there's too many seconds going off of the shot clock. Especially like Luka Doncic, of course, dominates the ball, but a lot of those plays with Kyrie Irving, he's like in isolation and triple threat, and it's like, okay, you gotta Kyrie Irving, like, you're a great scorer. Just go ahead and make a move and get to your spots. He's taking too much time off of the clock, and he can get a shot over anybody, but you get better, good quality shots if you're in the shot. If you take advantage earlier on in the shot clock.
That's what I think the problem is. I think that the offense, of course, is geared around those two guys, but the Celtics have really good defenders. Like, this isn't Minnesota had I think too many bigs, and like nobody was like physical enough to guard Luka in that series. Because McDaniels is he's a great defender, one of the great like one of the best defenders in our league, but he's a bit too light. So this is why I feel like the Celtics, this is their advantage right here. They have a lot of guys that can switch, and Drew Holiday, Kyrie can't just take him off the dribble.
That's kind of his kryptonite.
He always struggles with Drew Holiday, but Kyrie just can't take him off the dribble.
Too strong.
And treat him like he's Alexander Walker. He was making Alexander Walker last series. Nah. Drew Holiday can get in the stands. Drew Holiday's physical enough. He can slide those things. So he's gonna make Kyrie work. And that's as a great player, you're gonna have to live with those shots that Kyrie takes. He's gonna make a lot of those. He's gonna have some games where he goes off. So
also Porzingis, his
rim protection. I forgot about that.
Yeah, his rim protection was on point tonight.
That dominated the game. I knew he was gonna get that block when Josh Green got the loose ball. I was like, I don't know why he went up with that. It kind of reminded me of
Terry Rozier.
Yeah, Terry Rozier and LeBron James in 2018. If we can insert that.
You are setting yourself up for failure,
yeah,
sir.
I knew that was him. But I can tell by the way because he was running. He was running to the side, and he was in the middle of the court. And he was running back, just jogging, and then Josh Green over here speeding down, trying to rush, get him dunk. I was like, oh, he gonna block it. It looked too much like Brian to me.
That was the easiest dunk Porzingis had all night.
Yeah, and then the
it was all ball too, like no foul, no contact, no nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. That was kind of wild.
Yeah, it was.
He really went for that.
It was, and then the role players, I felt like PJ Washington had an okay game. I'm not okay with him posting up. Me personally, I feel like he's terrible.
Hey, it's time
he's
to take him to a masterclass.
But if you have Derek White on you, you're strong like PJ Tucker. I mean, I said PJ Tucker, PJ Washington. Back him down. I guess.
You need to take notes from Drew Holiday on how to post.
Yeah, I mean, Drew Holiday is like, I don't know.
Drew Holiday went to work.
He's like calm when he posts up. I think PJ Washington, like, he's just forceful, and it looks like he's about to get a charge every play. So
yeah, it's out of control.
Yeah, he need to slow down with that. Derrick Jones Jr. didn't play well, in my opinion, at all.
No,
he couldn't finish at the rim to save his life.
He couldn't, but
which is all he's done.
That shout out to. That's always been his game. He's not a shooter at all.
I mean, what else is he?
He's not a shooter at all. That's why when he made that three in the beginning,
I'm talking about him finishing around like length, like around size.
Well, his skill is finishing.
Yeah,
his
skill
is
finishing. But yeah. I mean, he's a great dunker. But most of the time, it's just like either him getting lobs or something like that. But like him actually having to finish strong over people, around people, like.
Hey.
And with that, I mean, Boston.
But you were gonna say something, weren't you?
Oh yeah. I was saying that that's props to that man right there in the background.
Hey, he was eliminated those lobs for like. Derek
JB got in there a lot of times.
Yeah, he did. Tatum. Yeah, they all helped.
But JB had that one play where he blocked the alley-oop from Luka to, I think,
It's not been part of the Mavs offense tonight, and this one's just ridiculous. Going vertical against a former dunk champion.
I think they passed it back out to Ober, and JB just packed it. So that's all around great defense by the Celtics, and that's why I believe, me personally, even though the Mavs had the best player in the series, I just think the talent of the Celtics and like they're really loaded. The Celtics are really loaded, man.
I think that's going
to overwhelm them.
I think that people like Jalen now that pick the Mavs is mainly what we think that the Celtics lack intangibly. Whether if you question Jason Tatum or you question some of these other guys intangibly, kind of how they had so they had a Mickey Mouse experience with their playoff run. But yeah, they do have talent. Like even like what your point is, one of the biggest advantages that they have is that their bigs can guard on the perimeter. Like the Mavs don't have that at all. Like they can mound the paint, but they're not trying to they're dropping. They're not trying to go up there and guard threes on help. Like they're not doing that at all. And Al Horford, yeah, Luka can bake him, but it's not easy. Like it's kind of tough, even with Porzingis. Like Luka baked him one time, but Porzingis, he is 7'3", and he is agile. He can slide, so that's gonna be a big problem. Like my thing is, and I think it's really concerning that Jason Tatum is playing like this and he's comfortable playing like this. I think that's the biggest thing. he just can't. If he doesn't get caught up in trying to win Finals MVP and start like shyjacking and turn the ball over, they really can't lose the series. Honestly, like if he continues to be on this roll, even if Jaylen Brown has better points or whatever like that, and he gets Finals MVP, if you care about winning, you continue on this path and they'll probably win.
I agree.
I think I should have waited till Stephen A. decided to pick who was gonna win the NBA Finals to make my selection.
He's cursed.
But anyways, I got a
He's
question
a clown.
for you. I got a question.
Get
for
him
you.
off the air.
So, what's the difference in Rudy Gobert, a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year, 7-1 defender, defending the paint and stopping those alley-oops from Dallas? What makes it so different with Porzingis 7-3? How is he defending it so much more?
I
better
think
than
Porzingis moves a lot. I think Gobert, yeah, he has height, yeah, he has his length, but he is very, very awkward, and his mobility is terrible. He doesn't have good coordination at all. Porzingis, even though he is 7'3", remember when he was on the Knicks and he was like, like catching body, like he's very agile. He can move very
He's
well.
pretty athletic. Like he can get up.
That's why people called him a
dude.
unicorn. It wasn't just because he was 7'3" and he could shoot, but he could move very well. So I think that's a big thing. Rudy Gobert, like that whole him being a big, Rudy Gobert is like a big oaf. Like you drive in the paint or whatever, he can get blocks because he's so tall, but he can't really move that well. I think that's the biggest thing. You can bring him out to the perimeter and cook him up, and it's embarrassing. Like it's embarrassing seeing him try to guard Luka Doncic.
It's crazy. Like when Luka, like certain points in this game when Luka was getting the switch Al Horford, I was like, 50-50, like if Luka's gonna score, like I don't know if he's gonna score, but when Luka was bringing out Rudy Gobert, I was like 100%, 95% chance he's gonna score this. It's like barbecue chicken for him. Like Luka eyes bright up when he see Rudy Gobert guarding him.
I think a lot of people's eyes bright up when they see Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, I guess. It's probably the image he has too. Like it's not really all on him, even though there's like a 2-minute clip that I have on my phone that's basically like a Rudy Gobert hate watch. So, it's not really him, but, people just don't like him, And, he suffered from success. He's a 4-time Defensive Player of the Year. Do I think he deserved it? Hey, that's questionable.
Maybe one or two at best.
I think he probably deserved 2. Like, the ones with the Jazz, I think he deserved the first one and the one in, 2021 or 20, one of those years. I think he deserved that one because the Jazz literally, the whole defensive scheme was, hey, guards, Well, the guards really couldn't defend well, but it's like, lend them to the paint so Rudy can block them. So, Rudy can block their shot at the rim. So, yeah. I forgot what that means.
Last point.
What does that mean?
We're approaching time.
Yeah.
Last point. Dallas Mavericks, I'm pulling for you, but you only got 2 shots. One is you can take that 2016 Cleveland Cavaliers approach and Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving go crazy, but also have some outlying factors, which is Tatum choking or him getting out of character. Really the only thing you got. Or Porzingis re-aggravating that injury. Because other than that, based off what I've seen, the Boston Celtics, they are the better team.
They still play good defense, man. I'm sorry, the Boston Celtics, they're not the Minnesota Timberwolves. They have people that can space the floor out. Their thing is shooting threes. They'll shoot up, they kind of remind me of the 2018 Raptors. They'll shoot threes up when they're up by 30. So their thing is shooting threes, and when you got people like JT having the ball at the top of the key, and JB over here breaking down the defender, which they can break down anybody on that team, break down the defender, get separation, blow by them, and of course the Dallas Mavericks, they love sliding in, having help defense. So of course they're leaving 3-point shooters open, and you can just pass the ball out to open shooters like, hey, Derek White, you get a 3. Drew Holiday, you get a 3. Sam House, you get a 3. JB, you get a 3.
That's what
I'm saying. So
you get a card. You get a card.
Al Horford, you get a 3, bro. Al
Pressure
Horford.
on you, so do not open until I tell you. All right, open your boxes. Open your boxes. 1, 2, 3. You get a call. 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 Everybody.
Bro, Al Horford, he can get open shots. So that's my thing. The thing that I thought was the key factor in them beating Minnesota because I think it's going to be the key factor in why I believe they'll lose the series. Is just the defenders. I'm sorry. Like, you know, they do it. I mean, like we just gotta say. I mean, I just gotta be honest, man. Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic is not.
Yeah, man.
You heartbroken.
Yeah, I mean, hey man, I got my bets lined in there with the folks at Chick-fil-A. So I mean, I feel good right now. $85. Split by 4 people. We feeling good. We feeling good. But yeah.
That was good commentary. Respect.
Yeah.
I respect Brett Tate.
For sure.
We'll have to be disrespectful every episode.
Nah. I feel like this was one of the more chill games, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, because we kind of knew the outcome after the first quarter. Mavericks did make that little fake run, but...
Yeah, like the folks up by 29. But
yeah. I think it's really, like... Honestly, I was really impressed with Tatum. Like, this is probably the most impressed I've been with Tatum. Like, I don't...
Really? The play-by-play was kind of... It was a bit bad. He was like... Man, get the ball out this nigga hands.
Well, I'm rooting against him, so that's part of the game. But like,
I just think he made a lot of good decisions.
He's made a lot of good decisions, honestly.
But really,
but the thing is that he's labeled a scorer. So when you have that label, like that's why people expect him to drop like 30 and plus and be efficient. But and then it's kind of on him, but it's not. No, it's on him. The whole Kobe Bryant comparison, like bro, like
you wear the Boston Celtics shirt.
That's what I'm saying. You can't be comparing yourself to this when you're not when you don't want to play like that.
Yeah, you don't have to play like that.
Nobody's telling you have to play like Kobe Bryant.
Because when you were playing like that, y'all were losing. Like y'all were losing to Jimmy Butler and them. Y'all were losing in the finals.
I used to think he took too many mid-range shots because he's not
like an efficient mid-range
shooter. He doesn't take
mid-range
anymore. Really, honestly, like
I think that's a good thing. Honestly, yeah. I feel like he's
because it fits the scheme of the team. Because he's not holding the ball.
He's going to the rim. I honestly think, and his field goal percentage this playoffs was really high. I think he should. You know, he has all that muscle.
He does.
You got to go up a little bit stronger, in my opinion. But
yeah, like his finishes are kind of he's finesse when he's trying to finish.
He tries to absorb in contact. That's what he does. Like he'll dump the ball down. You know, he has big shoulders, so he'll dump the ball down, go up, flail, and he'll make it. He'll make a lot of them, but yeah, that's kind of his big thing. But I feel like he played a real clean game. Like
some of the turnovers were kind of bad.
They were in the beginning though. Like a lot of them were in the beginning.
He cleaned it up. He started.
He came out. His handle was too loose. Like everybody was getting stabbed. I was like, Tatum, you got to tighten up the handle. That's always been my gripe with him and JB. Like in the postseason, like they're really good scorers, and you know they're young. But the handles are loose. JB's handle is messy.
I think that I feel like Jaylen Brown, his ceiling, in my opinion, is higher than Tatum because of his athleticism.
I can understand that.
But Tatum has more skills because Jaylen Brown, he's one-track minded. Like he's just one-track minded. He's just trying to score and get buckets and play defense. He's not really thinking about playmaking. I think that's good because now they have defined roles. Mm-hmm. They have defined roles. Like they used to be competing, but now they have defined roles. Tatum can go off. Like Tatum is the one that can get you 40, 50, but Jaylen Brown is a more consistent scorer.
Yeah, I obviously agree with that. Like his field goal percentage is always higher than Tatum.
Yeah, but I think it's because those are the roles, and Jaylen Brown has a more aggressive mentality. Jason Tatum, if his shot isn't falling, then he can kind of he's fine with getting others involved or whatever. He has more skills in terms of playmaking, and he has a better, his game is a little bit more well-rounded. Mm-hmm. Now, I do think that Jaylen Brown is by far the better defender. You can put him on one of those guards, and he could not take them out of games, but he plays really good defense. Jason Tatum is a good defender as well because he's so strong. Like he's pretty solid.
I think of Tatum defense. I just think of the series 2020. Like 2021, no,
they were all clamping.
I know, but he was really the main guy on KD, and it was just bad, man. I never seen KD play like that. KD played like that against Tony Allen in 2014.
Yeah, they were boxing KD.
They were, but he was Tatum's the perfect defender for KD. Honestly, I've never seen somebody guard Kevin Durant as well as Tatum did.
Because because he's not as.
He got the physique for him.
Yeah, he's strong.
Like
He's stronger
lanky.
than Durant.
Yeah, he is stronger than Durant, but he's like lanky too.
And then I think that KD, when he got to like that point of like end of OKC and Golden State, he was like at the perfect point in his career.
Mm-hmm.
People don't want to bring this up except for like really me, but he did have an Achilles injury. He lost at least half a step.
Yeah.
So he didn't have that, like, he could go by guys. He can't. It's all skilled now, and he never picked up any weight. So like,
also lost the spacing too.
Yeah.
Operational spacing.
Yeah. That team was atroцiously built.
Yeah.
But that 2021 team, 2021.
That was the year.
That team should have won championship.
Yeah, Harden and Kyrie didn't get it.
Because KD had lost a little bit of a step, but he was still like.
That's probably the best KD I've ever seen.
Yeah, because like the skills was there and athleticism was there, but after that, like he lost at least one step, and he, like now he's a very very skilled player, but physically, you know how to defend him now, because like now he can put up great stats, but he's clearly over the hill, because like KD back in Golden State or end of OKC, he be baking these niggas now. Like KD, bro. They probably
was a demigod.
They may have. I don't even think that they would. I think that KD Golden State, they would not have lost to the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Oh hell no.
I think that the problem with them is that they didn't have a point guard. But if they would not have gotten swept, they would have at least went 6, at least. But with him, physicality, still physicality at him, and you can kind of keep that in check.
But one last thing before we get off. At the 5-minute mark in the fourth quarter, Joe Mazzulla.
Get the niggas out of there.
What are we doing? What are we doing? You trying to? What are we doing? Like Tom Thibodeau? Like, why are we playing our star players 5 minutes in?
Hey, he's trying to let the folks
For the Mavericks already took their folks out 5 minutes in. He's playing them down for 3 minutes. What are we doing?
I think it was evident that he was trying to get Jason Tatum set.
He was trying to let them folks.
Because at the end of that game, they were just running offense through Tatum, and it's like.
But they were doing that the whole game. But I don't know.
But that specific 5 minutes, bro. Tatum was the only one touching that ball.
I just thought it was stupid. Like
yeah, it was definitely dumb because was he trying to prove?
I don't think
Tatum cares about that. I think they just want to be like, oh yeah, we gotta get Jason Tatum as MVP because he's the face. But I don't think Tatum even cares about this shit, bro. It's like, you got the dub.
Because that honestly is how they will lose. If you're trying to force Tatum an MVP, and like let's say he's not high, which he hasn't. He's played great in these playoffs, but he hasn't been like high. So let's say that shot isn't falling. You're trying to force feed him the MVP, and then he's taking up all of these shots, and Jaylen Brown can't get a rhythm. Then you're fucked. So
I don't think he just wants to win the ring this year. But I don't know, probably definitely later on down. He'll definitely look more for Finals MVP when it comes to those talks.
I think it'll happen organically if they continue to win. I don't see a scenario where Jaylen Brown, let's say they win 3 championships. I don't see a scenario where Jaylen Brown has 3 Finals MVPs. Tatum will have at least 1, maybe 2. So I just kind of see it and then Tatum, he's finna get a crazy bag this whole
season. Finna get a bag for sure. Them commercials finna be rolling in too.
Yeah, he's straight, bro. I just like the fact that bro is very humble. Honestly, that's my favorite thing about Jason Tatum, just humility. Because a lot of these guys, these American guys, they're not humble, bro. People love his how his personality is, but bro, cocky as hell.
So was this?
Brian.
I know it's kind of off topic, but was this Minnesota's best chance at making it to the finals? And will we ever see them reach that again?
In my opinion, yes. I just feel like these other teams are going to get better. I think that they could probably make the finals again, but my thing is, I did see that they gave the general manager. I think he's at least going to be there another year. They didn't give him an extension, but he's at least going to be there another year. But ownership is about to change.
I think Minnesota can make it because in a couple of years we're definitely gonna see that Clippers team it'll fade away with all the older pieces they got with LA as well, Golden State as well. Their biggest problems will of course be Dallas, and then OKC, and maybe New Orleans, but New Orleans needs they still need a lot of tweaking. They still need a lot of tweaking with that team.
New Orleans, Memphis, they not moving me. This is my thing about Anthony. I'm sorry, I think about Anthony Edwards is that everybody just assuming that he's going to get better. Do I question him getting better? No, I think he will get better.
Mm-hmm.
But he does have some things he needs to work on. Like, for one, when you're 22, even if you're not like...
Gotta work on that stamina, bro.
Like, what? Like, bro, you should be the most conditioned athlete in the league. Like, that's a big concern with me, that you're 22 and getting tired. Like, are you not working on that? Because people are saying, oh, he's never played this much ball. But you're 22, though.
Hey, maybe we'll see Ant be in a lab like MJ was after he got his ad kicked by.
Then they
Bad Boy Pistons.
swept the Suns. You did have a 7-game series with the Nuggets, I give you that, but they swept the Suns though. Like, it's not like he played a 6-game series with the Suns and 7 games with the Nuggets and then 6 more games with the no. It was like he has things he needs to work on, dog.
Yeah, definitely.
So they got a little bit of work to do.
Yeah.
Then Cat.
Yeah, Cat for sure. I think like I said, it's time to shift Gobert off.
How?
Hey, did y'all see that leaked video of Anthony Edwards saying, "Pass me the ball"? Yeah, he was like, it was like Kyle Anderson or somebody shot a 3. They had it clean, and then they got back on defense. Then they come back. Ant hit a 3, and they called a timeout. And he was like, I told y'all niggas, pass me the ball. Then he sat on the bench, and he was talking to Mike Conley. And he was like, I'm the best. He was like, I'm the best out here. Can't nobody mess with me. He was like, y'all niggas need to just pass me the ball. And he was talking about, like, his teammates I don't know if they're taking bad shots, like, when this is happening. But he was like, y'all need to pass me the ball.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards. I ain't gonna lie, ain't nobody trying to hear that shit.
Hey, man. Y'all let us know how y'all felt about that game 1. Game 2, it definitely needs to be a bounce back for the Mavs, but we'll catch y'all later.